The Snyder cut. I couldn't find a good image of the Snyder cut from, so I'm using this one. The Midas touch. Anyway, I have to start off and say I have not seen the Justice League movie. I've seen the Snyder cut, and I've heard from a friend that I should not watch the Justice League movie because that's worse than the Snyder cut. And just to tell you right now, I thought the Snyder cut was terrible. Man, there was so much hype around this movie. This is my first time watching it. Okay, right? So much hype around the original Justice League movie, right? And I knew it wasn't gonna be great, right? You could just tell it was gonna be corny for sure. And then I didn't see it for whatever reason. And then Snyder cut, Zack Snyder, a bunch of fans like, yeah, this is gonna be way better. This is gonna be not edited or anything like that. I was like, okay, cool, okay, And then I finally get to see it, and this movie was such a slog to get through. This movie was such a self-indulgent film. That's that same friend said. Self indulgence. That's what this movie feels like. This movie feels like Zack Snyder has a bunch of DC superhero action figures, in like his drawer, in his bedroom, and he's taking them out and he's just playing with them and having them do all kind of cool stuff. This movie is so much style and no substance. I mean, to put it in a nutshell, you have all of these cool characters and really all of these cool actors playing these cool characters, but the story itself was not even mediocre. It was not even TV show quality. It was rubbish. And just to be clear with you guys, I love the DC universe. I love the DC movies. I love Henry Cavill's Superman, right? Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman again, fantastic. Jason Momoa's Aquaman, awesome. Ezra Miller's Flash, I like what he can do. I don't like his character. Okay. Uh Ben Affleck's Batman has grown on me significantly. I used to hate on him. I actually think he's the best Bruce Wayne Batman combo out there. And Ray Fisher's Cyborg, I feel like shows he has a lot of promise. I think again, similar to the Flash, I really enjoyed what he can do, but I don't know how I felt about his character. And of course, the biggest offense of them all, I will wait until I talk about spoilers. The biggest offense of all of that. But they had all of these good characters or characters with promise, but there was nothing really appealing about what was pulling them together. It was an end of the world situation, yes, and they made that boring and long winded and again self indulgent. There were scenes in the movie where there'd be this slow mo, epic looking sequence, and they're using like one liner words like win, love, live, things like that. Oh, Dad, I just wanted you to know that your son was truly one of the greatest. And he's talking to himself, mouthing out the words to himself. And I'll just say this, he is nowhere near his father when he's saying just things like just weird, odd, long winded, self indulgent monologues. But at the same time, it was interesting enough to keep me going through it. I, without ruining too much, Cyborg kind of takes the main character role in this film a little bit. They all do, but I think Cyborg is definitely more at the forefront. He is the most connected to the situation, and I like that they show that. Uh, Again, his character shows a lot of promise, and I really appreciated it. Ben Affleck's Batman was, I guess you could say, the glue that kind of brought them all together ultimately, and that was cool too. And really, with those backbones there already. They had something I think kind of solid there, but the rest of it just felt so much like fluff. It was hard to enjoy the film. Where the action sequence is cool, yeah, good enough, sort of. It was fun watching them all see what they can do. Again, all of their abilities looks really cool on screen. I think Aquaman perhaps looked the coolest, which is no surprise. But again, uninteresting overall. The combat, the main bad guy. How was he? Mm, not dark side. Oh, I said it anyways. Spoilers, spoilers. So you see his face back there, but I don't want to ruin. No, no, not yet, not yet. In short, disappointing though. I think formidable enough. Um, in certain ways, when he goes up against certain people, he's definitely quite menacing. But when he goes up against others, not so much. I don't want to ruin anything. I'll just say disappointing. I think overall, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 5 out of 10. This is perhaps my lowest rating I've given a movie. It's a long, boring slog, incredibly self-indulgent. But again, I enjoyed the characters. I did. Oh, and that last part of the movie, there's like a last section of the film. I want to say like the last sixth of the film. I'm just gonna say it's a bunch of the scenes that were cut from the movie that they showed at the theaters, right? And they're all kind of seemingly kind of jammed together. I'm only saying this to you. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Just to warn you, it is terribly put together. I was like thrown off completely at the end. I was like, "What are you guys doing? Stop this right now!" It just felt like a mashup of a bunch of the different trailers we've seen, all just put out at the end of the film. Unenjoyable. Okay, okay, okay. Now you can leave. Now I'm gonna get into some spoilers. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Here we go. Dark Side. Why was he not in the film? That was such a major loss that they did not put him in the film. I don't understand what they're doing, not putting Dark Side in the movie. He's in there a little bit, right? But I swear, if they had put him in the film, maybe that would have been too much. I don't know, but I think that would have saved the film just by itself. Superman calling Lois low, terrible. One of the worst dialogue sequences I've ever seen in a movie. He called her low, guys. Oh, he couldn't say Lois. He had to say low. It's a four-letter name. Cyborg, I wanted to like him, and I kind of did, but I didn't like how they treated his character. Maybe it's just like the younger version of him. I guess it is. But usually when you see Cyborg, he's got a bit of bass to him. He's talking with his chest. Standing up straight, chest out, booyah, right? This is not that Cyborg. This is like a Cyborg that's too timid to go to the school prom. Ezra Miller's Flash, Ezra Miller is kind of hard because of all the stuff surrounding him. It's really hard to kind of separate that from the character. Uh, but I'll tell you, the character is so clown like. You don't even need to put the real life stuff in there. It's because the Flash himself is an awesome character, and what he can do is fantastic. He could take out most of these people if he wanted to. So again, what he does is super cool, but he's so clownish, man. Oh, wasted. I can't wait to see what James Gunn does with his character. Ben Affleck's Batman. Again, I I, I like his character in the movie. They do give him a bit more of a lighter kind of a feeling to him, but I'm not mad at it because it's Ben Affleck. I think he carries it well. Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I know I say he looks really cool in the action sequences, which he does. Otherwise, any speaking sequences with him just felt kind of tacked on. Like you could have him just coolly grunting throughout the film, and it would have the same effects. Oh, and Henry Cavill's Superman again. Uh, oh, I forgot to talk about Wonder Woman. Lois. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. I would say is perhaps the most consistent character here, for better for worse. She's Wonder Woman in the first Wonder Woman movie. She was Wonder Woman in Batman, Superman. You know what I'm saying. Same character throughout. But anyways, I am actually very happy to see James Gunn take this on. Just to give you an idea, that Superman movie that came out is better than this one by a lot. Okay. Like and share if you like what I'm saying. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later.